Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on today's show. Well, the month of May and the Indianapolis 500 is just around the corner, but thanks to a new influx of cash and the brand new owner, Roger Penske, there's going to be a ton of significant changes when it comes to the Speedway, and especially around the month of May. There's going to be a lot of infrastructure work that's going to be done on the Speedway heading up to the month of May as well, including one of the biggest things, especially if you're at the facility itself, 30 brand new video screens all around the track, which will keep everybody right on top of the action of exactly what's going on at the track at any point in time. Lots of pylons showing off the numbers of the top 10 or 20 or so cars, which will keep you in the action as well, knowing exactly where folks are at any time around the circuit. There's also a bunch of changes going into the actual race itself, including a brand new session for Bump Day, which is going to up from 60 minutes to 75 minutes for folks to try to get into the field. They're hoping around 36 cars are going to show up. It's been a while since we've had a real deal Bump Day going on at the Speedway, and they're really hoping there's going to be a huge influx of automobiles. And one of the biggest reasons they're hoping for this is because the purse money has gone up significantly. $2 million is what the purse was in 2019. For 2020, $15 million, including a guaranteed $2 million to the race winner. Now, last year's winner, Simon Pagenaud, actually took home $2.6 million, but that's with all the extras. Because every sponsor, whether it be the tire manufacturer sponsor, whether it be the engine manufacturer sponsor, chassis, all the sponsors usually kick in a ton of cash because it's in a lot of the bonus structures for a lot of the sponsorships, not only at the Speedway, but actually on the race cars themselves, and personal contracts from a bunch of different folks as far as the team owners and everything will really throw in a lot of extra cash if you take home the big prize at the Indianapolis 500. So the 500 is going to be very, very interesting, and hopefully a lot of these improvements at the Speedway will be ready for the Grand Prix, which is supposedly going to happen a couple of weeks before the big race on the Speedway. So we'll definitely give you a tune more of what could be going on at the Speedway over the next several months. Next up on the list, well, the folks have finally lopped off the top at Aston Martin on the Vantage. The Vantage has been with us now for a couple of years, and now that brand new Vantage Roadster is going to be available at your Aston Martin dealership quite shortly. Now, as far as all the powertrain, engine, transmission, drivetrain, everything's going to be the same. The interior, a lot of the exterior and whatnot is going to be the same. But that cloth roof, and a lot of people like to make fun of me for what I like to talk about as far as how fast up or down that top will go to up or down. Well, this one is the fastest one in history. The Aston folks have really knocked it out of the park. 6.7 seconds is all it takes to go down. 6.8 seconds is all it takes to go up. So you better be out of its way. And you know why I like to talk about this? Because a lot of people like to make fun of me. Well, obviously I don't have any hair, and obviously I burn quite easily. So, you know what? For me, convertible's kind of something I would never own, but maybe with this one, you could probably look into it. So this vehicle is going to be available at your Aston Martin dealership late in 2020, as production will start very, very soon. But if you want to go on the opposite spectrum as far as a long-distance Grand Tour, and you want to go full-on race car, the closest you can get to a street car for the road, it might be the brand new Pagani Huayra Imola. Imola, that classic track in Italy, is now going to be emblazing on the brand new Huayra. Think of it as the Ferrari XX version, where you're the 599, the Enzo, or even the LaFerrari. This is the hardest of hardcore version. Super sticky tires, all the suspension work that Pagani knows what to do, big brakes. Even the paint has really gone through because they're really, really trying to shave off every ounce of weight they can in this particular machine, including the construction. And like I said, even that paint, which the folks over at Pagani have developed, that actually saves 11 pounds of weight, which is hugely significant when you talk about how large this particular automobile is. Also, we talk about a lot of downforce, everything to make this thing ultra quick at any race circuit you may be able to put it on. The 6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 gets an upgrade as well, along with the 7-speed sequential gearbox, because that lump now makes 827 horsepower, 811 pounds-feet of torque, which will shuffle along this 2,747-pound car quite nicely. Even though Pagani hasn't released 0 to 60 numbers nor top speed, which assuming will probably be a little bit down because of the extra downforce. That being said, the chances of you seeing one of these in public are going to be slim to none. Only 5 of these things are going to be built for the world with a starting price of 5 million euros. Yes, you heard me right, or 5.4 million US. And even if you may get a chance to see one, chances are you'll never be the one to own one because all 5 of them have already been sold. So, pretty slick piece of kit, but would love to get to see this thing on the track. Hopefully, maybe one of these 5 owners will take it out and about, and we'll get to see some video of this thing on the race circuit very, very soon. We'll definitely keep you tuned. More of what we hear. And last up on the list, well, if you haven't seen the whole deal around Ryan Newman, a just horrific accident in the last lap of the Daytona 500. The car got flipped upside down, and where somebody hit him, driver's side, top of the roll cage, the car went flipping across the tri-oval, and it took 20 minutes to extricate him out of the automobile. And Mr. Ryan was sent immediately to Halifax Hospital, where he's been ever since. Well, I am happy to report, just the day of the taping of this particular program, that Ryan Newman walked his way out of Halifax with both daughters in hand, in tow, hand in hand. A fantastic amount of news. Now, we don't know the severity of Mr. Newman's issues as far as anything, but it looks like no broken bones, nothing like that. There wasn't even a limp as he walked out of the facility, which is an absolute miracle. Mr. Newman will not be in his Roush Fenway Ford going into this weekend's race. They're actually going to have a replacement driver. I don't know if they've actually announced that as of yet. Mr. Newman will be resting comfortably, but think that he is at home, resting comfortably. Friends and family at his side is an absolute miracle. All our prayers go out to Mr. Newman as his recovery process continues, and hopefully he'll be back in the NASCAR circuit very, very soon for Roush Fenway. We'll definitely keep you tuned more of what we hear. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for the Decision of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. In fact, if you want to see the picture of Mr. Newman leaving the hospital, it's up on the Facebook page as we speak. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, which means you'll be the first people to know when the brand new shows are coming out, hit that button which gives you an alert when every video comes out, and you'll be the first one on your block to actually get to see these clunker little videos. And thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.